What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Chaz Custom Auto Cars. Coming at you guys with a build review video on the Monogram Chevy Citation called Kamberd Kaos. You guys have seen the slideshow. It was in very, it's kind of in a sad shape in a way. And it was sad that it was dressed in that teal green color that I decided to paint that one time and throw on some skinny wheels and some out of scale plug wires and all that stuff. Really didn't put my all into that build, as you can see. And there was a lot of fisheye. The paint was really bad. When I molded the front end in because of the fit issues, I didn't do it correctly. Really didn't take my time to do anything with that kit. I think I just wanted to throw it together and just call it, a build. But I just got tired of seeing that green color. I don't know why. It just bothered me like hell. It was a turquoise teal green. Not the best of color, as you can see, and the interior being all primer gray. That was just kind of it just, I don't know, it just felt boring. And when I took it to my first Chatsworth show, shout out to Art Lasky for holding these shows in Chatsworth and stuff like that. When I took it there, I decided to throw some stance wheels on it, scratch build the tow hook at the back, which I did. Nothing really much with the interior, or I just nothing even detailed about the suspension. I just put the 19-inch Workmeisters on there, and then I dressed up the engine a little bit from some parts I found in my parts bin. That was it. It was, and threw some decals on it. It was still an embarrassment. So I was gonna just turn around, salvage the wheels, and just toss the thing and do it to the junk pit. But I decided no, it needed something. It needed to be redone, and it needed to be redone in a radical way, something that's never been seen or done before. So here it is right here, you guys, with the Roadster style front windshield, which we'll get into in a little bit. But first, before we do continue on into the video, I want to give a shout out to all of you who have been commenting on my videos, showing me love and all that good stuff. And I told a few of you guys that I was going to have this video out, this build review, on Sunday. I do apologize, I did not have it out, and this is a little bit late. But I've got a lot of things going on here on the home front, so been really busy, and and plus the weather was really bad. It's been raining the last couple days. It's been gloomy. It's been hard to make any videos with the lack of lighting I have in my room. Right now I've got the sun out right now a little bit, and then I've got my LED lamp, which you can see from the back here. So I have a ghetto studio, but it works, okay? So, But anyways, before we jump off into this video, I want to give you guys a little peek at something really quick that I got. I saw this at Walmart last year. I didn't have money that time, and then when my paycheck finally rolled around, this set was gone. There was like 2 sets, and they were both gone. So I was surprised to find this last month, I think it was, at a Ralph's Market where they don't sell no Hot Wheels. There's some Ralphs that do and some that don't. A lot of the Ralphs right now where I live at are phasing them out, so I don't know why. But they had this pack right here, the Volkswagen pack. It's got the new Beetle. It's got the thing. Let me see if I can put this camera up here. It's got the thing, the Combi, the Golf, and the custom Beetle here. So these are pretty cool right here. And this thing is worth a lot on eBay too, so kind of hard to find. But yeah, so I finally got that one. Also, I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek of what's to come later on, because I still got other slideshows and stuff that I got up post. But this is one of my newest builds that I finished last year, the Aoshima Harrier 350G. So that's just a little sneak peek for you guys. So you guys will see that when that time comes, along with the build review. You know how I do. So, but anyways, today we're going to be focusing on Kamberd Kaos. The craziest citation out there. One of a kind, unique build. So let's go ahead and jump into the video and share with you guys what's going on. Okay, here is Kamberd Kaos. Here's the driver's side, the back side, passenger side, and the front side. We're going to talk about the front side here really quick. The resin intercooler and the front of the car is all been bare metal foiled, and I polished it out, of course. The plumbing is solder wire and aluminum tubing, which is routed under here. I had to widen up the holes that were here in the front air dam. I had to open up a little spot here. There used to be an opening here, and then it had a weird weird scoop thing that really didn't hook up to nothing. So I removed that, filled it in, widened up the hole a little bit for the intercooler to sit in like a pocket. So that worked out. The speed holes on the front and back I screwed up really bad. So had that great idea to make speed hole plates for the front and back bumper. It gives it a nice a little what do you call it, a little more aggressive look to it. So I guess that's what you would call it. I don't know. But anyway, so I had to notch out the bumper a little bit so you can see the intercooler, and that it could fit up underneath there. Painted the plates metallic aluminum, okay, and gloss clear. Same with the back here. I'll show you the back really quick. And then this is scratch built before, and I just painted it Tamiya titanium gold to go with the body paint, and I made a strap using some tape. So, but I added like a little trim to there, and this actually is like an L piece kind of. So I kind of made it into an L piece, had to mold it in. But look at that, it just got a flat kind of look to it. So back to the front, I drilled a hole in the clear lens plate, which I was surprised I was able to do. And I drilled a hole through the headlight so I could put my metal eyelet in there so that air can breathe. And I use a Sharpie marker for the edges for weather stripping. So there you go. The car's painted in Rust-Oleum rose gold metallic with 4 coats of gloss clear, automotive clear. You could see, I don't know if you can see the metallic in there, but there's a lot of metallic, a lot of flake in this paint. So it's got BMW Z3 mirrors. It's got the Roadster style windshield, which I was a little afraid of cutting this window, but it worked out perfect with the Dremel. It is a lot lower than I wanted it to be, but I like it because it gives it a nice little low look to it, because it is sitting pretty low. It's sitting on its belly on here, and this is actually scraping. So the car is stanced on 14-inch Aoshima Tekken wheels. So these are really cool wheels. I didn't paint them or do anything else with them, just left them as is. The little door locks and stuff are done with a chrome pen. The car's been polished. Just a lot of stuff, just some crazy madness going on. I did remold the sides here. This one unfortunately had a pinhole. I didn't see that until after I sprayed it, and I was like, ah, hell. So I just used decals to cover it, and then I added this one. Luckily, these wheels came with the decals to do so. So one thing I didn't mention is that the decals are from 124 Stance Built on his site. So he does some pretty cool stuff. So here's the interior. I removed the molded in rear seat, and I removed the molded in center console. I just kept the door panels and the dash original because this the gauges in the dash was already, I detailed the hell out of it, and I added a clear styrene that I can't get off, and I don't want to destroy it. So I wanted to keep the dash and the side panels, the door panels, to the original. But I went ahead and gutted out the rest of it, and I reflocked it. Actually, I built this up using sheet styrene, the rear deck and the back of the wall here. And then I scratch built my own speaker boxes, used photo etch speaker grills. The seats and the center console are from Revell's Honda Civic kit. I have a shitload of these seats and center consoles and other Honda parts like you wouldn't believe. So got plenty of those. I found a nice custom e-brake in my parts bin, used that. Fire suppressant system from one of my Pro Street kits. Decal is from Ted's Modeling Marketplace. That's where I got the sheet of really cool decals for stuff like that, NOS decals and all that. Added some magazines in the front. It's got a little floating TV / radio right there. Then of course my custom shifter that I scratch built using the head from the Tamiya mechanic set. Came out pretty good. And then I also added a tachometer, which came from one of my Pro Street kits as well. Detailed it out and everything, wired it. So there you go. And then the door panel's got some speakers. I mean, not speakers, stickers. That's what I meant to say, stickers. I also have some scratch-built pedals under there, so the ones that were molded in are gone. So the pedals got more of a more realistic 3D look to it. Again, it's all carpeted in charcoal carpeting. And I think I have some rust brown colored carpeting mixed in with the charcoal here. This is all charcoal. That's plain charcoal. But in here, it's like you can see the rust brown in it. So, but totally chopped. I mean, it's just wicked. Here's the chassis just to keep it all in tune with what it looked like before. Weathered it a little bit more, but kept the turquoise green here and there. So, okay, stupid me, I got a little reckless here. I went to pick up my model and I wasn't being careful, and it broke off my mirror, which I'll have to save for later, glue it later. But oh well, just got to be careful. Be careful, I don't break off that. It's fragile, so that's on there pretty good. I'm not worried about that one, but just that one broke off the pin, out of all things. But anyways, so here's the engine bay. A lot of things going on, as you can see, a lot of detail. Painted the firewall and the radiator wall flat black to hide all that turquoise green ugliness, whatever you want to call it. Removed a lot of the molded in stuff, but I kept the molded in coolant bottle and the battery. The battery, I added photo etch battery terminals and some wiring. Wired up the alternator, the plumbing from the plenum intake to the intercooler, and then the turbo and so forth. Is all solder wire with blue tape for the connector pieces and a chrome pin for the belts. So there you go. And the turbo is hobby design, air filters resin, and scratch built my own exhaust out of aluminum tubing. It's kind of a little short little thing there. So this hobby design turbo is a lot better than what came with the Buick GNX, but it would not fit the other way, so instead it would fit this way. So it's all cool, it's all good. Here's the oil line that's connected from there to the oil pan, which the pieces is polygon tubing, some wire, painted up and everything like that, and braided line, of course. Now, these are braided line for the radiator hose, a bigger one. Since I had three engines, three Buick Grand National engines, one of them being a junk one, which that's the one I used, stripped it down and everything like that, cut off the transmission. It worked out perfectly to mate with that that trans. Now, thinking about it, this engine's almost the same size as the one that came with the kit, except this one has a little bit more detail and more stuff to it than the one from the kit. So, but it worked out perfectly, and I was able to still use the drivetrain to it and everything. Only one problem: it had the headers connect from underneath the engine. Like the Pontiac J2000 Pro Street, it connects to the back with this little piece here. It's got the blow-off tube. But in the Beretta Pro Street kit, this comes with it, but there's no need for it because it doesn't have a turboed engine. So it worked out perfectly for this build that I was able to connect it all together and have the blow-off tube and such. So should have wired my engine, but it's all good. I don't know how that works, but should have done it anyways, but it is what it is. But I'm still happy with how it turned out. Used a chrome pen for a lot of the little details. Had a notch out for no reason at all for the radiator cap, but and I added a little tubing, aluminum tubing for, the maximum airflow kind of deal from in here. So there you go. And here's the radiator here. The electric fan is painted same as the body color. I could not fit it in here, so this is the only spot I could fit comfortably. And then I scratch built my own oil filter, which tight squeeze there as well. You can see the Kamberd wheels. So there you go. That is the build review. That concludes the build review on Kamberd Kaos Monogram Chevy Citation X11. Very wild and crazy build. Pretty happy with it, how it turned out. So thank you all for watching. Hope all of you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. Hit the notification buttons because more videos are coming. So stay tuned for that. So until then, you guys, just again, thank you all for taking the time to watch my videos. And just stay tuned for more. It's your boy Chaz Custom Model Cars signing out. Peace.